Well, time now for more of today's top stories. Australia's decision to cancel Novak Djokovic's entry visa has made headlines around the world. With his appeal adjourned until Monday, he remains in detention in Melbourne. His coach, Goran Ivanisevic, was silent today, but supporters outside his hotel were far more vocal. His family is furious. His mum claims he's being held as a prisoner. The government disagrees.
Mr Djokovic is at liberty to leave the country anytime that he so chooses, and the Australian Border Force will be able to facilitate that.
And Novak has found a surprise ally in Australian tennis star Nick Krygios. He took to Twitter today and said, "I got vaccinated because of others and for my mum's health, but how we are handling Novak's situation is bad, really bad. He is human. Do better." Now, I'm sure I was not alone yesterday in eagerly anticipating Nick Krygios to react to this, respond to this, give us his thoughts, just sitting there on Twitter being like, when's he going to post, when's he going to post? This I was not expecting at all.
Because there's no love lost between them, is there?
No, they are long and well-known rivals, and Nick Krygios has been incredibly critical of Novak Djokovic's vaccine, doubts about how him refusing to reveal his vaccination status, all that kind of things, his pro.
So why do you think he's changed his stance? Do you reckon Novak slid into his DMs or something? I was like, come on, bro, when are you going to tweet about me?
Do you know what? I think it is. There's now this little bit of a blowback happening because when Novak Djokovic, everyone was like, visa's cancelled, Australia, I think the wider Australia was like, oh, yay, great. And he still may be sent back to Belgrade and Serbia. But for the tennis players themselves and the tennis world, if we just focus on that, this is huge for them. They'll be talking about this forever.
And we're 48 hours in. I think a lot of people are seeing Novak sitting in the middle, being used as a political football between a tennis ball between a state and a federal government who are at war with each other.
Yeah, I think world number one Novak Djokovic's mum and dad are also upset that their millionaire son is detained, and shots were fired from Joker's old man, giving us the Serbian translation of our Prime Minister's name. And I actually can't believe how accurate it is, though.
Also in Belgrade, Djokovic's parents held their own press conference blaming Tennis Australia for the bungle, attacking the Prime Minister, saying Scott in Serbian means bad person.
Well, Scott in Australian means bad person too. Anyway, I've done a bit of research and I found out some other translations in Serbian. Georgie means newly engaged. Lisa means strong, powerful woman. PVO means very nice dad guy. Nazim means hilarious and very attractive, but taken, sadly. I love Serbian.
Right, let's get back to some real news now. And New South Wales has reinstated restrictions as the state records almost 39,000 new COVID cases. Among the changes, singing and dancing will be banned in pubs and nightclubs. That's forced the Tamworth Country Music Festival to postpone its 50th anniversary event until April. And despite surging case numbers, the Premier insists the health system will cope.
We believe that the changes we make today are moderate proportionate. We continue to monitor our ICU and hospitalisation situation daily.
And in breaking news, the ACT has just confirmed it will also ban dancing in venues from midday tomorrow. And a new survey shows children in the UK will get an extra 61 pence pocket money per week this year, taking them to a grand total of £7.58. And that's 14 Aussie dollars and 31 cents a week, roughly $4 more than what kids receive here. Down under, the going rate is just under $10 per week for all of those household chores.
Yeah, look, firstly, apologies to any parents watching tonight. Hope that hasn't given your kids any ideas. But secondly, I grew up never getting pocket money. In our household, we had to do chores because we lived in the home if we wanted money. Yeah, no money. My mum would be like, if you want money, study hard, get into medicine, become a doctor, and you'll have your own money. We never got paid.
And you're a comedian, right?
I'm a comedian, so clearly I've done exactly what you said.
Mum's proud.
I'm sure she is. And winning Powerball is one way to start the new year right. Even better, a Brisbane man in his 30s scooped all of last night's $60 million jackpot. He thinks he'll buy his first house, help family and have a few holidays. He even reckons he'll be turning up for work as planned in 2022.
He said he often daydreamt about what it would be like to win the lottery. The realisation that he's this rich really sent him flying.
Staying with the Powerball winner, what would these Queenslanders do with $60 million, you ask? Almost everyone said that we spoke to said that they were pretty stumped with that question.
What would you do with $60 million?
That's too much money that I'd know what to do with.
What would you do with $60 million?
I'd freak out. That'd be so scary. Get a boat.
A boat. See, I told you they're from Queensland.
One hell of a boat.
A $60 million boat.
That's a big boat.
That's a cashed up bogan.
We know what we want. Queenslanders know what we want.
Oh, yeah. Would you buy a boat?
No.
No. You'd buy one rapid test.
And meet Funzo, the pig-nosed turtle, a much-loved resident at Baltimore's National Aquarium. He's become the victim of cyberbullies. I know. The nasty comments started in response to an online birthday shout-out. The haters calling him names like disgusting and ugly. But thanks to fans and the hashtag Team Funzo, he's now the most popular turtle on Twitter.
In fairness to the bullies, that's one hell of a nose.
I mean, the poor thing. I mean, if only there was some place for him to hide from all the nasty comments.
I'm really glad he has a thick skin and hard shell because it's going to be really hard for him to get through this time, you know? Honestly, people have far too much time. What is the world coming to? Making fun of turtles?
That's how far social media's come. We've finished making fun of each other. We've now moved on to the animal species.
You're right. We're done.
Run out of
We're done.
humans.